Today's documentary, The Frozen Echo, the Franklin Expedition's Arctic Ghost Story. The hunter saw the ghost. He stood on the ice, watching a massive wooden ship drift in the silent twilight. No life on its decks, just a slow, grim roll with the current. Then from deep within the frozen hull, a sound. A faint, metallic tapping. Tap, 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 like a dying man hammering a pipe. This was a sworn account from an Inuit hunter to explorer Charles Francis Hall decades after 1845. The year Sir John Franklin's two state-of-the-art ships, HMS Erebus and HMS Terror, vanished into the Arctic White with 129 of England's finest. Act 1. The Vanishing. May 1845. The docks at Greenhithe were a carnival of pride. Crowds cheered. Bands played. Sir John Franklin, 59, a man of stout bearing and proven Arctic experience, stood proudly on the quarterdeck of Erebus. Beside him, Captain Francis Crozier of the Terror. Their ships were technological marvels, fortified with iron plate, powered by revolutionary steam engines. Their holds groaned with 8,000 tins of preserved food, a library of 1,200 books, and fine china for the officers' table. The last Europeans to see them were the crew of a whaling ship in Baffin Bay in late July 1845. Then, the Arctic swallowed them whole. For 2 years, England wasn't worried. 3 years' supplies, they said. They'll emerge any day. But by 1848, the silence became a roar in the ears of the Admiralty. Lady Jane Franklin, Sir John's formidable wife, began her relentless campaign. She funded search parties. She begged for action. The Admiralty offered a fortune in reward money. What followed was the greatest manhunt of the 19th century. Dozens of ships scoured the labyrinth of islands and frozen channels. They found traces. On a desolate beach on Beechey Island in 1850, searchers found 3 lonely graves. John Hartnell, John Shaw, William Brain. They had died in the first winter. The headboards were meticulously carved. But the men inside, their bodies, exhumed over a century later by forensic anthropologist Owen Beatty, told a darker story. Their tissues were saturated with lead. A silent, creeping killer. The elegant tinned food, soldered with lead, was poisoning them meal by meal. Act 2. The Whispers from the Ice. Then, in 1854, a shockwave. Dr. John Ray of the Hudson's Bay Company, surveying the mainland coast, met with Inuit hunters. They carried stories and artifacts. Silver spoons with the crests of Franklin's officers. A naval button. They spoke of men, skeletons in tattered uniforms, dragging a boat south across the ice. John Ray's report to the Admiralty was clinical, devastating. Our wretched countrymen had been driven to the last dread alternative, cannibalism. London erupted in outrage. Charles Dickens publicly denounced Ray and the Inuit as savages, liars. The Victorian mind could not accept it. But the Inuit knew. They had seen it. They told explorer Charles Francis Hall in the 1860s of a ship locked in ice off King William Island. Lead poisoning doesn't just kill. It unravels the mind. It causes paranoia, hallucinations, violent aggression. Imagine it. The endless winter dark. The cold that cracks iron. Your friends dying from a poison you can't taste. The order given by Crozier in April 1848 to abandon the ships. 105 souls staggering onto the ice. The forensic evidence is irrefutable. Cut marks on human bones found on King William Island. Not tool marks. Butchery marks. Act 3. The bones speak. For over 150 years, the ships themselves were phantoms. Then, in 2014, a sonar ping echoed through the deep. A Parks Canada team found HMS Erebus, remarkably intact, sitting upright on the seafloor. They were time capsules. The officers' cabins, their plates, their beds. The answers now lie in the bones. Analysis of remains confirms the lead levels were catastrophic. It also reveals something else: zinc deficiency, scurvy. Their technology failed them. Their food betrayed them. Their bodies turned against them. They were doomed from the inside out. The tapping has stopped. The silence has returned. But the question still hangs in the frozen air. The Arctic keeps its secrets and its dead in a deep, frozen embrace. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, please subscribe to our channel. We bring you fascinating documentaries on history, science, civilizations, mysteries, and the untold stories that shaped our world. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss a new release. See you in the next one.